Welcome to the session where we're going to have a look at how we can use two PnP Modern Search web parts, the results web parts, as a master detail view, and we are going to use a document set and the files within the document set as the content. What you're looking at here is something that looks quite familiar. It's some kind of data related to the search box and the refiners as well. In this case, it is a document set that we are looking at. And below here, you see another results web part that is connected to the top web part. So this is the document set, and when I enable that, I see the files that is within that document set, along with additional search boxes and additional refiners. So this is what we're looking for because this is the master detail view that we're looking for. In this case, I'm only looking for one specific content type within the document set. Of course, I can have support for several other kinds of content. So where does the data originate? In this case, I have two department sites. I have the finance, for instance. Up here, I have a document library related to real estate contracts. And if I go in here, I can see these two document sets. And of course, I have added additional metadata for those content types, document set content types. And within there, I have additional documents which in some cases inherit the values from the content from the document set, and in other cases they are specific to the this kind of file or this content type that I'm looking for right now. So, of course, when we're dealing with this, if I want to use it at another site, like in this case, I also have real estates in the document library. I also have, of course, the same document sets. The easy way to make sure that that works is to go into your admin center and use the content services that we have. In this case, the content type gallery. And within this one, of course, I have created the Contoso real estate contract, which is based on the document set. And within that one, I have additional documents, content types that is related to my document set. So if I go into this one, of course, you can see that we have the document settings up here, which is where I define which kind of content types I want to see within, or what kind of document content types I want to use within my document set. And as you can see down here, I have additional metadata for this one, like what kind of a state this contract is in, which lot it is related to, who's responsible for it, and the contract ID. The contract ID is important because that is the way I connect my document set with the documents within the document set. You can see that up here, which kind of fields I inherit from this one. So that is the easy way to make sure that I have exactly the right kind of content in here. And also the shared columns up here, you can see that I have contract ID, responsible department, and state. So this is the way I kind of inherit my metadata from the content type, the document set content type to the document content type. So when I have defined my content type, both for the document set and for the documents, the first thing we do is that we go out on the various sites and use these content types within the document library in the various departments to make sure that we get these real estate contracts created. So once we have our content, it's time to have a look at what we're doing in the search settings. First part is up here, where we define our document sets, where we want to look for those. I prefer to use the document type ID, which is, by the way, available up here. You see it right there. So that's the easy way to do it. In that case, I can change my mind about what the name of that content type is, but it will not break my search settings anywhere. So that's all right. And I have, of course, selected to use the card layout. And in there, I have added the opportunity to select items. That's important. And I have also, to some extent, had a lot of fun with the various fields that I show in the template. But in most cases, you can just leave that out of the box. Another thing that you might do is that in the slots here, you update the settings here. So, for instance, I have the author field in this one. That's the users shown in the bottom of each card. I have set that to refinable string 06, which in this case is the responsible on that contract. That's something that you set up here in your search schema. Most cases, you will want to do that on the tenant level because you want to go through cross site collection. So you have to do the mapping on the tenant level. So if I go in here and have a look at what so let's have a look for refinable string 107, no, 106. You can see that it has been mapped to the composer responsible. The same approach I have used for the responsible department and also for the state of this contract. I've done exactly the same kind of mapping to a refinable string. So the next thing we have to look at is how we can actually connect it to this search results web part. Of course, again, we have set up we're using a content type. The content type we're using on this one is the content type for that kind of content that are supposed to be within the document set. So in this case, it is this one called is it? There it is. Contoso generic contract document. We can call it whatever we want. In this case, I can just grab the ID number, go back into my search configuration, and add that as a query into the query template. So this will ensure that all the documents from within the document set shows up here. But we only want to see the document here that matches the selected document set. And that is the reason why we had this contract ID field, because when that item or that property is both on the content type for the document set and the content type for the document within the document set, that means that we can now create a filter here saying that we just want to see those documents that matches the currently selected document set. So this is sort of like the idea behind it. As you can see here, that is basically all what we're doing. And besides that, it is not really that many changes that we have added. We had, of course, added some selected properties to make sure that the field that we're going to use is available in here. And we also, as far as I recall, changed a little bit on the mapping up here. For instance, I have added a document responsible field slot. Sorry, document responsible slot, and that is mapped to the refinable string 206, which is the contract responsible. Besides that, there's not that much change. Again, we see that we have changed the author to point to the document to the refinable string 106, which is document responsible. So that's just easier to replace the value here, so that author, which is already in the handlebars, that they refer to the same slot all the time. We're just changing what's actually is within the slot. And as you see on the next page here, we're using the details view. We are using the Microsoft Graph toolkit in this case because we want to present the document responsible using the Microsoft Graph toolkit out of the box person field. So let's have a look at that. That's what we have here. The document responsible, we're using MDG person, and we identify the person that we want to see by using that slot called doc responsible. In this case, we're just using a one-liner, and we want to show presence if that's the case in here. And we also have a hover effect on this one, just the one that we are used to. The local people card, as far as I recall, is the name for it. So that's it. Then we show the lot address, which is just out of the box managed property for that field. The same goes for the lot number. And the path up here is where we use the PnP breadcrumb just to show the path to the document. On this case, to the document in this case. So that's it. Nothing's fancy up here. We have enabled this sticky header just so we make it easy to scroll and still see what the content. The headers are for this one, and we also enabled the download feature just to showcase how that works. So if I close this one and select one of my values up here in the top, you will see that, of course, we got the MGT hover effect here. We also have our paths here, and now we also have the option to select one or more of the documents. This is an easy way, and then you can download that to your download folder. So that's an easy way if you want to grab one of or more of these documents. If we have more than one document, it will be in a zip file. So let's have a look. What's the last kind of configuration we've done on this one? So on the page 3 up here, we have, of course, as we are used to, we have connected to a search box, we've connected to a filter. In this case, we've also connected to a search vertical because we might have multiple content types within my document set. And also I've connected this web part, of course, to the web part showing the document sets because I just want to see the content that is related to the selected document set. This is done by using the contract ID as a sort of like a key to identify those. And then I use it as a filter up here. I have also selected that I hide this, or not on this one. I actually hide the lower section. Let's see, where is it? That's on page 1, where I select that I will not see it if it is empty. Where is it? Somewhere up here. Hide navigation. Where is it? Perhaps on page 2. Hide this web part if there's nothing to show. So if I don't want to see this unless I've selected a document set, that was the property to set. So right now, if I select something up here, now it becomes visible down here. The various documents that is related to this one. And of course, if I select something else, it's something else down here. And if I unselect this one, it disappears because there's nothing yet here down there to see. So this is the way, one of the ways, many ways you can use the PnP Modern Search web parts to create a master detail view. And of course, use the document set. It's still there, it still works, and it even to today it actually supports that when I create a let's go outside here. When I create a new document set, it actually supports that you can have the modern way to show the various fields that you have to fill out in order to create that document set. It does take a little bit of partial scripting, but of course it's possible, and you can find that on the PnP script sample repository as everything else. I hope you found this entertaining and informative, and I'll see you on the next one.